Dear Lily, I've known you for about 2 months. During that time, I've gotten to know you, and we've had some fun times. About 2 weeks ago, I asked you out. It was the first time I've ever done that, and my heart dropped when you agreed. We have been on what I would say are unofficial dates, and have yet to go on an official one. I look forward to it. I don't know what your dating style is, but I invest it all in one person. I can't and don't casually date. I'm looking to be in a relationship. I hope you're okay with that. I know you are leaving, but I want to spend as much time as I can with you and make memories that neither of us will forget. I like you a lot, and I hope you feel the same. I wish I never wrote that letter. All the dreams I had growing up, shattered by a few words. This pain, this truth was not something I was prepared for. I didn't expect it at all. I guess it showed me how naive I am. I really thought that it was something special, but after hearing what you said, I didn't know what to believe anymore. What happened? Was that easy to lose those feelings? How? I was beginning my 3rd year of university. I think it was the 2nd day since school started. My class was held in a small classroom with about 15 people, so it wasn't a big lecture hall. I sat down. While listening to the professor, I noticed this cute girl glancing towards my direction. I was 1 row behind her, a little off to the right, so she had to turn her head quite a bit. I assumed she was just looking at someone in my general direction. I didn't think too much of it. After the lecture, I started heading out while putting on my earphones, when that girl came up to me and struck up conversation. I was surprised because that wasn't a normal occurrence for me. She was an exchange student for 1 semester. Her name is Lily. We sat together every week in class and had fun talking with each other. She seemed to get my sense of humor and found my lame jokes funny. That's what made me like her as a person. She always messaged me, asking me what I was up to and how my day was going. It was always a great feeling. One day, we planned to skip our class and go watch It. I'm not a fan of horror, but I just went with it. I didn't understand why she chose a horror movie if she didn't like them either. While watching, we ended up holding hands because we were both scared. I didn't think anything of it because it was a scary movie. I'd probably hug my other friends if they made me watch a scary movie. On the Uber ride home, we also were holding hands. This is where I said to myself, okay, maybe there is a tiny, slim chance that maybe, just maybe, she's okay with me holding her hand. Of course, I fantasized about a girl I liking me, but I could never think of that as a reality. I never thought of anyone liking me in a romantic sense, so it was hard to admit to myself that it was a possibility. Anyway, we continued to text and chat in class. That day, I don't think I will ever be able to forget. I told her to meet me at a bench near another restaurant because I only knew how to get to our destination from that particular restaurant. As I was walking, I saw her sitting on that bench. She was sitting with her back towards me, so she didn't see me coming. I slowly approached her and placed my hands over her eyes. I was doing a guess who situation. Thankfully, she wasn't scared. She lowered my hands that were over her eyes while leaning her head back to look up at me. We greeted each other with a, "Hey." I was about to pull my hands away, but she grabbed tightly to my hands, pulled them into her as she closed her eyes and leaned into my arm as if it was a soft pillow. I was very confused on what was going on. My heart began racing like crazy. That was the first sign I decided that counted. After she let go, we talked for a bit before walking to the restaurant. She again caught me off guard by asking me, "Do you have a girlfriend?" No one had asked me that question before. I do not have a girlfriend. That was sign number 2. There was one final act. While walking to the restaurant, she asked to hold my hand because it was cold. Wouldn't you put your hands in your pocket if they were cold? Also, I noticed that she was wearing eyeshadow that day. I never saw her wear that in class before. Why now? These 3 acts got me thinking that maybe she liked me. We had dinner, had good conversation, and I got to know her better, and she got to know me better. I really felt a connection. I thought she did too. I waited with her for her bus and gave her a back hug. Everyone has a thing they do when they're attracted to someone. A back hug was mine. At that point, I felt that this was the beginning of something.